Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Ballmeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth to say, I for one welcome our new computer overlords, Rob.
I for one welcome our computer overlords, Rob.
There was a new one there, Rob.
There was.
Yeah.
That's because these are not new computers. They're not new. I mean, that one's new to our room, I guess, but
they're still evil.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
To be fair, this setup has bailed us out twice now. So
I'm pretty sure Skynet is going to be launched from this studio. That's all I'm saying. It's happening. As soon as they hire someone named John Connor to work some innocuous job here, I'm leaving.
Is this some silly movie reference where computers take over? Okay, cool. Of course, yeah.
You've never seen Terminator?
I actually haven't. Is that pretty weird?
I mean, there's tons of movies that I haven't seen, but Terminator. I'm not a big action movie person, but I really like Terminator. I think the first Terminator is just a great movie.
I mean, I like the lines that it says because I've said them all the time. Like, get to the job now.
That one's not Terminator.
Okay, perfect.
The Terminator lines are.
That's the one everybody always thinks is Terminator, but it's not.
Yeah, I'll be back. Is from the first Terminator. And from Terminator 2 Judgment Day is Hasta La Vista, baby.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Those are the two really
Maybe I just love Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes just in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Oh, classic. Okay, all right.
Can we never bring up Batman and Robin ever again?
Well, you don't like the nipple suit? Was that a problem?
The opening hockey scene in the museum? Yeah.
It's all bad. I saw that one in theaters when I was a kid, and even as a kid, I enjoyed the Star Wars prequels when I was young.
Yeah.
The Batman and Robin, even as a kid, I was like, this is not good.
See, not good, I didn't have that, and so I'm trying to get away from it, because as a kid, I watched that movie every weekend at my grandmother's house, and I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
All right.
I like Batman Forever. Batman Forever was good. You got a little Jim Carrey in there.
I do love Jim Carrey.
Yeah. It wasn't as good as Batman Returns, or I haven't seen the original Batman, but I've seen the other three somehow.
Okay, fair enough.
Regardless, let's get off this Batman tangent.
Yes, let's do it. How about we get to the magic?
Yeah. We are wrapping up yet another day exploring Zendikar Rising Standard.
Yes.
And as I mentioned earlier in the show, I'm going to be finishing things out with a Boros equipment deck featuring Maul of the Skyclaves. This is a heavy warrior deck. We're playing Akiri. We got a bunch of different equipment, Ember Cleave, and the colorless one that escapes Relic Axe.
Okay.
A bunch of creatures that are going to be good to equip, basically all of them, really trying it out. But the big synergy I want to hope to hit is that 2/3 curve of Seasoned Hallowblade into Maul of the Skyclaves.
Okay.
Being able to attack with a 5-power flyer that is very difficult to interact with, I think is super powerful. I think Maul is just a good card. I'm not sure if every single one of these synergy pieces is going to be worth it. For example, and in my article, I talk about this. Core Battle Master, Core, I think the
Double Striker.
Yeah, I think this card is probably the weakest card in the deck.
Yeah.
But I definitely wanted to try it out. Maybe it overperforms. And I'm actually expecting to be wanting to play Kargan Intimidator over this. That was the red 2-drop that has all those abilities.
Yeah.
You can make, and makes cowards unable to block warriors. I think that card is just a good card.
I do too, yeah.
And so I'm expecting that, but I just want to push these synergies as far as possible to
I
start
like
out
it.
with. Topping out with some Nahiris. Not really no interaction in the main. We'll bring that in post sideboard, but a nice straightforward beatdown deck.
So for me, I am just playing a Dimir control deck by our very own Michael Majors, our brew master here. I've been working with Michael Majors in my career since I came back in Kaladesh. He was on the testing team, and he comes up with so many great brews on a testing team. It makes sense that everything he was very good at transfers over really good to his writing career after he got back. So check out Michael Majors' article. He put up a ton of new brews.
Yeah, 13, I believe.
Yeah.
So big deck dump, and I agree. He's just one of the most creative minds, I think, in Magic.
Honestly, I put him up there with Pyotr Glukowski right now, and Pyotr is heavily enfranchised into playing as well. Majors has just got the mind for building. Makes sense why he's so good designing cards as well. But check that out. But pretty stock Dimir control deck. We're a frantic inventory deck. I want to be acting on your turn. Cycle Sharks whenever I don't do things. And here are the new cards. But this is one of those decks that I kind of been talking about. I want to dial back, and the format dials back after we do our degenerate things. These kind of decks are the style of decks that end up actually being good. You have good removal, you have good interactions, you use the new powerful planeswalkers. And the new powerful cards are kind of fatal push here. I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting to note. We went from the most degenerate match last time. We're finishing up with a nice just aggro against
Yeah.
control, classic Magic. The
Yeah.
one dynamic I really want to see here is how efficiently is the Boros deck able to leverage its equipment in the late game to make my
Mhm.
one drops really threatening.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really important against control. Because normally those one drops are just not good. They get trumped by, some creature that you have lying around, or
Mhm.
you just have enough life to be able to take if you attack while you're drawing a bunch of cards, something
Yeah.
like that. But when I have an Embercleave lying around or a Maul of Cyclops lying around, all of those creatures, even if they're a 1-mana 1/1 or 1-mana 1/2,
Can
look
get
really good.
exactly. Yeah, we started our first round, like a nice calm morning, drinking coffee. Round 2, we were like smashing energy drinks into our face and chugging them. And now round 3, we're calming down. We're having
Yeah,
a
we're
cup
like,
of tea.
yeah, sipping tea.
Yeah, we're having a nice cup of tea. We're having a good, round table
Maybe a
discussion.
digestive biscuit.
Exactly. We're all
Comfortable
about
chairs.
ebb and flow excitement here on Versus Live, so we're gonna take you on a journey. We're gonna talk like this the whole match. It's gonna be nice.
Corey's going to be on the play here since he lost round 2.
Exactly. And we are playing for the marbles, and I have an unplayable hand, but it does feel good to see some real cards here.
Okay, well, I have an awesome hand, so I'm going to keep.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that.
I'm just gonna get this pathway ready on the right side.
Okay,
While you
perfect.
shuffle. We can
Well,
also
Rob,
take a
you got a...
question.
Yeah, that sounds great. Let's take a question if you got one.
Silverfang wants to know if I forgot to put Winotas in your list, Ross.
Well, my deck has a lot of humans. There's
Yeah.
definitely some non-humans, but it's not really built to abuse Winota. I'm not
Mhm.
playing a lot of cards to hit off of Winota, so
Yep.
yeah, we don't need it.
If anybody, whoever asked that, I tried a Winota deck that's, pretty similar to this. I didn't have all the tools, but go back into some of our previous Versus Live decks, and I did build a 4 Winota deck.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was very good, though, unfortunately.
And Winota is not going to play well when you're playing a bunch of equipment.
Yeah.
Because the equipment doesn't trigger it. It's not something to hit off of it. And
Yep.
so when you're playing Winota, you need to devote so much space to it because you need enough creatures to get those triggers and then enough hits to make them reliable, make the triggers good. And so you just don't really have space for other things. You've seen every Winota deck you've seen that's been successful is really just like 37 creatures and 23 lands.
Agreed. All right, I put one to the bottom. I'm going to put this to the bottom, and I'll pass to you.
Okay, I will start with a Pillar Rouge pathway. That table passage might end up costing me here.
Okay.
Into an Archpriest of Iona.
Okie
Pass the
dokie.
turn.
All right. Yeah, let's start by getting that out of there. And
Okay.
go.
I will play a Seasoned Hallowblade.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
That's a good one. It's a tough one to deal with. That's for sure. All right, I just have a temple. I don't think I want that right now. I kind of want to prioritize land, so I'll put that on the bottom.
Okay, attack for 3.
Beat down, 17.
Play a Fable Passage. Play a Hallowblade.
Wow. Okay.
Pass the turn.
What do you think I'm gonna name?
That's pretty good.
Here we go.
Attack this. Yeah, probably should have thought about Extinction Event there and just played my 1-drop. That would have been better.
Yeah, Extinction Event is still going to be a heck of a Magic card that these kind of decks always have to be aware of. And, I honestly, whenever I'm playing these style of aggro decks against Sultai or something that has Extinction Events, I lean on opposite converted mana cost almost no matter what. Like, there's almost no time when I double lean on those.
Okay. They're definitely going to double spell here. The question is which one we want to put with this. And I guess I will go for... I'm going to go for Archpriest of Iona, 4-blade.
Okay.
That's nice little rebuild turn here.
Yeah. All right, I will play this and kill them both.
That is messed up.
And I'll play a pathway. Let's go blue. I want the other side, and I'll pass to you.
You have 1 card in hand?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not the worst. Only 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
I'm pretty glad with what I've kept. I have Fervent Champion, which attacks nicely into the Stormcaller.
That it does. I'll take it.
That'll bring you to 16.
Yep.
And then I will play an Akiri, Fearless Void.
Oh, okay, and that's with the equipment you draw a card, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Pass turn.
All right. Now I will pass to you.
Well, both of these can attack freely into the Stormcaller.
That they can. It doesn't pump it, just Knight.
Yeah, Fervent Champion, unfortunately, the only Knight in the deck.
Okay, I'll take 4, down to 12.
Yeah, I'll play an Embercleave before damage.
Zycleave, okay. Yep.
And
then I guess I'm still at 16. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Put it on the Akiri.
Kill it.
Okay.
All right, I'll take 1.
Take 1, go to 15.
Yep.
And then move this over.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
All right. Oh, that was a good one. I'm playing Ashiok. Not insane. You do have 1 card, but I mean, it's definitely good. I can just, I think, I just want to make it 2/3. Let's make an illusion. And you can do some kind of pumping. Maybe I should. Let's see. Because if I bounce Embercleave, you're either discarding the card you have, and if you have like a Maul, whatever thing, and I'm just wrecked. I'm just absolutely wrecked. And you need a land to top deck to be able to play Embercleave. So yeah, I'll bounce Embercleave.
And I exile a card from my hand, right?
Yep.
Just discard.
Exile.
Okay, well, I gotta exile the Cleave.
Okay, here go.
I do have them all.
Okay, go. At least I got a little value off of it.
So I will play them all, equip to this, attack the Ashiok.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay, that could have been worse for me, I guess. That is a 3/3 coming in, huh? Just brutal. I think I'm just gonna play this. I've been holding on to this, and it's just not that good right now when my hand's already depleted.
And that's kind of the problem with that card is you want those 7 drops to be good top deck.
Bang!
I will go to 18.
Your go. Yeah, it really isn't. That's why I don't think that one's very good.
Back for 3.
I'll take it.
4 damage, play Embercleave.
All right, we'll counter that one.
Okay. Well, I still take 3.
Yeah.
12.
12.
Pass the turn.
All right, I'm doing good at controlling, but I need to do just a little bit better. 1 more. I got a reader here.
You see, like Corey's around 6 lands to my 5, which sounds about right. We're pretty even on cards.
Attack. Yeah, I have this throne. Not very good.
No, it's just a land.
Pass to you.
But you will put a counter on it.
Yeah, that I will.
I'm at 16. You're at 12.
Yep.
That's a good draw.
Uh-oh.
I'll play a Fervent Champion.
Oh, no!
And they will pump each other. So this was normally a 3, so now this is a 4, and that's a 2.
6.
So that's 6.
Wow.
That puts you to lethal next turn.
That was messed up. Okay,
That's the turn.
I'll charge this.
Yeah, my 1 drop was a great draw on turn 6.
Hey, my 1 drop's pretty good on turn 6, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep that. Odd. Bang. Attack for 2.
14.
Your go.
Any creature I draw is going to be good because of the small.
I'll charge. What? Nahiri? Oh my god! You said the creatures were going to be good. It's not fair that your non-creatures are good
too. Creature too. So we're using core warriors for this. Oh, they are core warriors. Perfect. We're using the appropriate thing. So we get to attack the equipment immediately with plussing as well. And I'll pass the turn.
And it stops my attacker. That card was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was best possible.
Ugh. Not good.
I mean, another 3rd Fervent Champion would also be good. I get to equip the Cleave and put your...
Yeah. All right, your go.
The
battle.
I am going to minus the Nahiri.
Okay.
So top 6.
Okay.
6. I will select Relic Axe.
Is that plus
1/1 or +2/1 if it's a warrior?
Okay.
Most of my.
Okay.
I will play a Fireblade Charger.
Okay.
If it's equipped, it has haste, and when it dies, it deals damage equal to power to any target.
Okay.
I will then play Relic Axe.
Okay.
I will equip to the Fireblade Charger.
Sure.
And I will attack you for 6.
Well, I will be blocking.
Well, you'll take 3 when it dies.
I'm dead. I needed a spell. Oh no, that would have been so good.
And that's another problem with Stormcaller. Like this is a kicker spell that generates card advantage, but it's not a good top deck.
Yeah, but look at this. Next turn, I could have just bang, 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 right? Because I could have kicked this.
Yeah, you could have. Well, you can't kick both.
Oh yeah, I was 1 short, huh?
Yeah.
So, but what I would have been able to do is just play this for free, or play this normally, kick this, and copy the kicked and
Yeah.
kill 2 creatures, right?
But then I still have a creature and 2 equipment.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't have worked properly, but
the
yeah,
equipment looked good there.
the equipment looked
My
great.
1-drops were insane draws. Fervent
Yeah.
Champion and Fireblade Charger, and that's the goal, is to make your
Yeah.
1-drops relevant draws later in the game.
And I was missing a very key combo piece. Sharks. Sharks would have shut you down. Just one big shark to block one of your creatures and then hold it back.
Would have been all you needed.
Who would have guessed interaction was not going to be great, or you didn't have enough interaction to deal with a powerful card if I had it. Instead, you just had to beat 2-1. So,
and granted, the 2-1 was really good early. But that card not being a good top deck, I think, is a really big problem for it.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. Someone on Twitter was just like, "Yeah, this is going to be the best card of the set." I was like, "You are crazy."
I do like the card. I think it's good.
I think it's cool.
I think you got to work to mitigate that weakness.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I like Dreadhorde Arcanist with it.
Yeah. For me, I like it in a proactive shell. I don't like it in a reactive shell like this as much. Of course, we are going to see times where turn 3, you do that and cast a Hop. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, that's the awesome part, the proactive thing. Like, sure, I got to kill 2 creatures. That was really good. So maybe it's just good. Who knows? But
the big thing I want with it is a discard spell. Like, I think in formats where you can copy Thoughtseize with it on turn 3 and take 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, that's where it really looks great.
Oh yeah.
Because you want
go to Legacy, him to Turok people twice.
Oh yeah, I mean Legacy, you can like copy Dark Ritual and make 6 mana, and hey, you could do some busted
This probably is a card that gets better in older formats, huh?
But it's a little awkward here where you're playing long games and you want your draws to be good going long. And that's a kicker spell. You think like, oh, I can just kick it and that'll be good. But even as a kicker spell, you need something to go along with it.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, still pretty cool game so far from each side.
That was a classic game. You had good interaction. I had, some staying power and eventually was able to get over the line. That's just aggro against control.
And I mean, there's only one thing that could make it better. And that's a question from our audience. Rob, you got one?
I do. So what are the possibilities that this Dimir control deck should just be playing Uro and become Sultai control, given the way that
probably 100%.
It's always been standard?
Probably literal 100%. I mean, honestly, Uro's that good. There's no secret about it. If you can splash Uro and your mana base doesn't hurt you for it, and you get Sultai Triomes, realistically, this is probably going to turn into a Sultai deck at the end. But we don't want to be fun police yet, okay? Versus Live is not about already jumping to Uro conclusions. That's what next week at our SCG Championship qualifiers are for. You'll get your Uros there, that's for sure. And I'll be playing it, I guarantee it,
The key here is trying to throw as much of the new set at the wall as we can so we really get to see what sticks. And then we start to say, okay, here are the cards that have performed, here are the cards that have underperformed. Let's take that first group and now meld it with what we know is good. We've learned a little bit about how to play with them and how to build around them. We know what to do with the cards that we've already seen in Standard for several months now, or maybe even a year. How do we combine them together?
Exactly.
So it's a multi-phase process, and we're at the end of phase 1.
Exactly, yeah. And we have been told that we shouldn't actually throw cards at the wall, though. We got an email regarding that.
Yeah, it was sternly worded.
It was, yeah. So we won't be actually throwing them, but we will be, playing Magic and seeing what sticks. All right, what is that card? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I can keep.
I've been looking at 5-landers all day, and they've been good, but this is 5 lands that are just land. That's a tilt.
That is kind of a tilt.
So I'm going to be sending this one back.
All right. Well, we haven't had a good old-fashioned 4 chant in a while. Let's get that going for our good pal Ross.
That would be typical of this day.
Yeah,
right on the cusp of securing the marbles.
I know. I need them back. I need them back. I think I'm collecting a little bit too much dust on my side. So
maybe you should pick up a rag and clean.
Or maybe just win and that's an easier solution. We got one more question, Rob.
What do you think the best Planeswalker right now is if you're going to play a blue control deck? Is it Teferi?
I think it is a tentative Teferi with Jace could surprise us. I think Jace is good.
I haven't been as impressed with Jace, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think it's okay, but I would lean Teferi.
The first time I kicked, and honestly, Ashiok I think has a chance. Ashiok is good. That card was just barely.
You're talking about the Dimir.
Yeah, the Dimir Ashiok. Yeah,
Ashiok is a good card.
Yeah, I think so too.
It just hasn't at home.
I don't know. I'm a bigger believer in the Jace because that one time I kicked it, it was unreal.
Yeah, I
know?
mean,
Yeah.
when you resolve a 5-mana threat on an empty battlefield, it could be really good.
Yeah, but I mean, it attacks stuff in a different way. Like 2 planeswalkers allows you to just do some really degenerate things. If you're able to look at the top of your deck with some scries and stuff, that card gets even better. And in a control deck like this, where I do play a lot of cheap stuff, I think it could be very good.
Yeah.
We've seen 3 mana planeswalkers be absolutely amazing.
I do like how Jace plays
yeah.
with the white disruptions. So Birth of Meletus generates that 0/4 to protect it on turn 3, much
Yeah.
like with Narset in the
Yeah.
previous format.
Oh, fan me
And then
down. Fan me down.
Jace Kick is a great follow-up shadow.
Yeah. No, it
So
could
I
be a
like how-
nice
I
blue-white
like how
control.
Jace plays with white. And I
Ooh.
tried a blue-white deck a couple weeks ago. I think there were some other issues with it, but that
Oh, the
shell-
pilot. Yeah.
Yeah, that
yeah.
shell is something I would like to support.
Yeah, no, I think that's interesting. And Dream Troll is still legal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, blue-white's gotta be there. I think we just didn't play Dream Trawler because we wanted to try new cards, but just play Dream Trawler now. I think that
Yeah.
card's gonna be bananas.
Okay.
Absolutely
This
bananas.
looked like it was going to be a 1-lander, but it's actually 2-landers. So that's nice. So I
Welcome to
think we
Zendikar
can
Rising.
easily put our second copy of that card on the bottom.
Welcome to Zendikar Rising. I will bottom that land.
I will. Ooh, how do I want to play this?
Right click, concede. Next game.
Oh man, this is an interesting turn.
It's turn 1, Ross.
Yeah,
Play your 1/2 and move on with it.
I am going to pay 3 life,
Okay, 17.
and I am going to play a Fervent Champion and attack 1.
Okay, 19.
That's the turn.
I will play a temple. Yeah, I think I'll keep that one and pass to you.
I will attack 1.
I will take it.
At 18.
Yep.
I will play a Fable Passage and a Fireblade Charger.
All right, I'm gonna give this one more read. I remember what you said. Haste, if it's equipped. That's a really good card. Okay.
Yeah. So it's got that Dreadhorde Butcher dice trigger.
Yep.
And has haste when equipped. But
I like it.
1
Pretty
mana, 1
spicy.
Goblin Warrior.
Schwamp. Go.
Crack this. Get myself my white mana source.
Okay.
Ever important.
Quite important.
Doesn't interact with me or play a Jace. Feels like an extinction event.
I wouldn't do that to you.
You would exactly do that.
We're buds. I wouldn't do that.
That's exactly why.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Don't try to hide from me. We've been at this for too long, Corey. You know, maybe last July when you first got here and you were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I might have bought that act from you. Just coming here from North Dakota, everybody got that Midwestern hospitality going.
Now I say y'all a lot. Yeah, life's good.
I'll get in for 2.
I will make a 1/1 shark.
Yeah, that is what this thing does.
Bang, bang, bang.
Okay,
Block.
so you're going to take 2 total, 1 from the trigger, 1 from combat?
Oh yeah, 1 from this and 1 from the trigger. Yep, absolutely.
Yep. So it brings you to 16.
Yep.
And I will play my Seasoned Hellblade while you're tapped out.
Okie dokie.
Pass the turn.
All right, that's pretty good. Pretty
No
good.
third land is a bit rough. Kept 2-lander on the draw here.
You fish. I will play a Clearwater Pathway, and I'll pass to you.
A lot of cards in your hand there.
I do.
More than I want you to have. Okay. So I will play a Maul of the Skyclade.
Okie dokie.
I will equip it to the Fervent Champion to play around another Shark Typhoon.
Okay.
And I will attack you with my creature.
I have an Into the Royal. And it's just, what do I want to do? I kind of want to hit the creature. You paying to re-equip doesn't seem great for you. So yeah, I'll bounce Fervent Champion. And draw a card. Yep.
Into the 13.
Yep. God, did I miss that style of card? What was the other one? Blink of an eye, right?
Yeah.
All right, 13.
It's a really nice one with the Seagate card because you can pick it still and it's still CMC 2. So you get to copy it, bounce 2 things, draw 2 cards for 6 mana.
Okay.
Plays really well.
Oh yeah, for 6 mana, that's nice. Okay. So I'm gonna go like this.
Is that a good play for 6 mana? Because bounce 2 creatures, draw 2 cards, make a.
That is pretty
make a
strong.
2/1.
I'm gonna play an Eshiok. Gonna be strong here. We're gonna tick up and just start making creatures, make you deal with it, and good luck to you. Here you go.
That is pretty annoying.
Ashiok's good. But honestly, I could just see this being very good in a Sultai Shell as well. Uro into Ashiok. Let's go. Yeah, I bet a Sultai deck is going to be still very, very good. But you don't get to play Omnath, so I don't think that's where I'm going to start.
Thing bounces non-land permanents, right?
Yeah,
Hang on,
and then
okay.
exiles, yep.
Yeah, so I think I am just gonna make the play that forces you to block. So I'll play Fervent Champion.
Okay.
I will get to equip them all to it because Fervent Champion has a cost 3 less,
Oh, yep. Okay.
and send both of these at the Ashiok.
All right, I will block.
So I'm gonna exile 2 cards, right?
Yep, yep.
And I will discard. Oh, I'll discard Core Blade Master, give that indestructible.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play a Shatter Spell that is tap and pass the turn.
Okay. All right. I'm going to draw.
Definitely a scary time. I'm a little low on resources. Corey's still pretty flush.
Oh yeah, you're in trouble. I'm at 13, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to
Stumbled a little bit this game on the draw.
cast Seagate. I'm gonna into the Royal with Kicker.
Why do I do this to myself?
I'll bounce Maul and Hollow Blade. I'm just bouncing the stuff that costs the most, essentially.
Yeah.
Just to keep them away from that. I'll make a 2/3 and pass to you.
Yeah, that's really, really good.
Yeah, now we're doing our thing.
I did find a Needle Verge pathway. Do I want to more? I probably want more white mana,
Okay.
so I'll change that. But I'm just gonna replay these cards
Okay.
and attack for 3 on the Ashiok
Okay.
and pass the turn.
All right.
So once again, I haven't really made any headway on my 2 turns, and Corey just keeps turning through his deck, making land drops. That is not a good sign.
Yeah, that's okay. Not the bestest of stuff going on over here. That Maul is just very good. You know, the flying aspect here is quite scary. All right. Let's start with an up. Try. Decent. I'll keep this one. I will get in there.
So exile 2.
Yep.
I don't want to trade either of the cards in my hand for those creatures, so I'll go to 13.
Okay. Now I'm going to play Shadow's Verdict. Exile all creatures. Rank has 3 or less from battle, and all creatures and planeswalkers. Okay. So, yeah. Everything's exiled from graveyards. I get to keep my spells. Not that that's that important. I'll play a swamp, make a 2/3, and then pass to you.
Okay. I do have a good turn here because I have a Nahiri.
Okay. Yep.
So that will make a core ally that gets equipped to the Maul.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
And here he's quite good.
Yeah, hopefully Corey doesn't have an answer to it, but that is slim, I would say, at this point.
Yeah.
I'm expecting some sort of answer.
Yeah, because right now it is 3 to be able to attack Ashiok as well, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. If you lost the Ashiok here and I lost the Nahiri, I think that would be okay for you.
Yeah, not bad.
You prefer to do both. Then you'd be in commanding position.
Think I just want to do this play to set me up, and that is cast this giant blue card.
Okay, so you have 3 in hand right now?
I have 4,
Four,
so
so
I'm
you
going to
draw
draw 5 cards, and I have no maximum hand size
Yeah.
anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it looks like Ashiok is going to fall, though, so I have no real choice here. So Temple. I don't want another Temple. I will make a 2/3, and I'll pass to you.
Oh yeah, you can't attack. These my things 3/3.
Yep.
Okay, well, I've got some good stuff to do here.
I'm scared.
So I think I will -2. Wait, I don't think I do. So this is on 5 right now. I am going to play Fury.
Okay.
This says whenever I attack. Oh, I have to attack a player. I thought it said whenever I attack. I'm not going to get to draw a card while dealing with the Ashiok. That's not
Excellent.
nearly as good.
Excellent.
Not the tilt. Why doesn't this just say attack? Like, would that make it that much better? That's annoying.
Because that deck hates specifically you. That's why, Ross.
Yeah. What a jerk. Um. Yeah, I think I still play. It's like it dies to either
Mhm.
removal or it gets countered. You
Yeah.
haven't played a counterspell yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to make counterspells bad. I'm gonna
10. Oh.
attack the Ashiok.
Okay.
I'm going to plus this so I can help defend it against these nightmares. I'm also going to be able to move them all over
Okay.
when I make the 4 ally. And do I want to play this card? I think it opens me up to Extinction Event, and it's not going to be attacking well anyway. So I think we can just hold it back and pass the turn.
Alrighty.
Not confident here with your 9-card hand.
Yeah. My hand isn't super great though, but we do have a lot of reaction, so
Yeah.
we can't attack, so we're not going to do anything, and I'll pass to you.
Big thing for Corey here, I think, is to be dealing with the Nahiri, and it looks like he has a Shark Typhoon, which is going to be really good.
That would be solid.
So
Yeah, the Seagate Restoration was pretty unbelievable this game. 7 mana, draw 5.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
you definitely saw the best that card can do.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to sack this.
Okay.
Might as well do that before I draw a card. I think I'd rather have 4th Plains before 3rd Mountain. Deck's a little white heavy. Plus, I have Akiri here.
Mm-hmm.
A white activation on that. I'm going to attack. With the equipped 4 ally and draw a card.
I cannot do any. Oh. Alright. Let's see. It has Vigilant? Or no, it doesn't.
No, it has First Strike.
You get to draw a card.
I'll draw a card.
And then what's the -3 again?
-2. I look at the top 6 and take a warrior or equipment in my hand.
Twice
Oh, the
number of
-3.
equipment.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna make a 7/7 shark here.
Yep.
Yep. Just because if you do plus, I could still pressure Nahiri. Now you're gonna be able to re-equip this and chump block and stuff like that, so that's not great. But I will block.
Okay, I will Embercleave this.
Oh my god!
It's a 4/4, so they're going to trade. And You're going to take 1, but I do deal with the shark, which actually I think is really important. For me.
Yeah, you need to. That's
so
for sure.
You're going to go to 12.
I'll draw a card,
and then I'm going to plus here, get a core ally, equip the maul to it.
Okay.
And
yeah, that was lame. I thought that shark was going to be like the catch-all.
Yeah.
Maybe I just shouldn't have blocked. I mean, then I do take a ton of damage.
Actually, I could have ended that.
Too late. You already played.
Yeah. What I should have done was let First Strike resolve. So that goes 4, and I can activate this. Take off the. Oh no! If I take off the Embercleave, yeah, it'll still deal regular damage, and it's a 3/3. It's indestructible. Your thing will die, and the Embercleave will be unattached, but it's unattached anyway since the creature died.
Interesting.
So I just cost myself a core ally.
Yeah, that's all right.
So I guess I could protect this if I needed to.
Yeah.
And do I want to leave up that Akiri, or do I want to play this and kind of force you to have more interaction? Again, it plays kind of into Extinction Event, but I just have enough on the battlefield, I think, so I'll just pass.
Okay. Oh, we're going to need a good turn, and I don't know if I necessarily have it. Oh, okay, never mind. That was insane. Never mind. That was bananas. Okay.
What did you draw that is that bananas?
Let's be good.
Did you draw the exile everything that costs 3 or less card? Still going to leave me with Nahiri and a bunch of equipment. How have you not drawn like a murder? Do you not have like Murderous Rider or some other like Heroes Downfall-esque effect?
That's for me to know and for you to find out.
Eat to Extinction.
So let's see what we want to do here. That was a good draw, but I mean, it's definitely not out of the woods or anything.
This has been a great game.
This has been a great game. Good series.
I'm impressed with this Boros deck. It's able to play long. It feels to me a lot like the old Boros Landfall deck, which is this aggro deck that had really powerful draws, but could also play really long game.
Yeah, agreed. It does feel like that. I don't know.
I hope Paul Riethel was proud of
it. He's not.
he told me.
He told me.
He messaged me before the show.
He told me in advance he is not proud. Okay. It's tougher to do things when I have 1,000 cards in hand here.
Yeah, that's why I never want to play that card. I never want to hold like more than 7 cards in my hand.
Yeah, I know you don't.
I barely want to hold these 2. I just have them face down.
So I have what's going through my mind is I have to kill Nahiri. So I mean, what I drew, I have the Bloodthirst. I'm just thinking what to
Yeah, you just
cast
have
it
that
with.
too.
And this can kill Nahiri. These are the problem cards that I really want to deal with, but these are also scary. Because my creatures are basically useless. They are doing essentially nothing.
Your plan wasn't to mill me?
It was not.
I thought that's what you were going for.
But I'm gonna have a little. I'm gonna have 2 extra mana for sure. So I'm gonna start with a frantic inventory. Okay, that didn't help. Did I play my land? I don't think I. Rob, did you see if I played a land?
I don't think you did because we're 2 turns removed from you casting
Yeah.
the 7-drop. Yeah,
Yeah.
you sharked for 7 last turn. You had 9 mana last turn.
Yep, you're right.
Yep.
Yep, I totally have not played one. Now the question is just what do I want to do? And 3, 4, so much damage. These equipments are so brutal. I gotta kill Nahiri. Let's just do that. I'm gonna do this and kick it. I think that's a pretty big problem. And do you draw 2 cards if it equips?
Whenever you attack creatures with 1 or more equipped creatures, no. So I'll just draw the 1.
Okay, I think that's better then. I'll just pass to you then. Feels kind of bad, but
Kind of bad, man.
kind of bad, man.
Okay, I'm gonna play Core Blade Master.
Did Warriors have double strike?
Is that good? I want that.
Yes. Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. God, so that can be double strike. That can be double strike as well. Yeah, sure. Resolves.
Okay. I'm guessing there's a removal spell here. The Embercleave actually doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, now they all have double strike anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost want to just attack for 3 in the air and leave my mana up. Could Embercleave it too, but yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot. I'm gonna attack and draw a card.
Okay. I'll take it.
So you're gonna take 6
Down
go
to 6.
and I am going to.
Oh, I should always leave this throne untapped just in case I don't do anything. That's silly.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
I'm gonna charge. Untap.
Yep. You have 8 cards in hand right now.
Oh yeah. 3, 4, 5.
Access potentially 11 right now. You would play Kicker spell, maybe 12 with a land drop.
All right, I think I know what I have to find here to stay alive, and we're gonna see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna kick Jace.
Okay. Do you want to use this mana for it?
Oh yeah.
You can tap that for 2 essentially.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so leave up
that's definitely great. I should read my
so
magic cards.
You get another land on tap.
Oh, okay, perfect. So we'll go like this. Now we're gonna have 2 Jaces.
Yeah, the Benny has 1 loyalty, right?
Yep, and this has 4. So I am going to draw.
Don't want to try first?
Nope.
Okay.
Lose 2.
I like him drawing cards that don't affect the battle.
Draw.
I
Lose
don't
this.
like him drawing that.
All right. So 4. I haven't played a land yet. Still so tough. All right. Gonna play this land.
Yeah.
Chat would like me to remind you or let you know that if you remove double strike from a creature during the first combat damage step, it will stop it from assigning combat damage in the second combat damage step.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
That's weird. Okay, well then that play wouldn't have worked.
Okay. Good to know.
And I'm glad I didn't make it.
Good to know.
Weird to me. Feels like it should still deal regular damage.
I was quoted rule 702.4c.
Thank you, chat.
Thanks, Trey. All right, so I guess this is our only play. All attack, milieu, and then extinction event.
I assume we will be naming even.
Yep.
That's pretty
And
good.
then pass to you.
I'm certainly taking 4. So that'll put me to 9.
Yep. Then pass to you.
So I have you at
6. Yep,
and you have 3 mana up.
I do.
So I am going to equip Embercleave to Akiri.
Okay.
I will attack you for 4 and draw a card.
All right. And I'm dead. I just had no way to beat that card too.
I had Sajiri Shelter, so
oh, did you?
Pretty good, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So like I was 1 mana away, I thought, from also being able to kill this, but that you had the step,
I had
and
the
then I was dead. So yeah, I mean, I had 7 cards, and I still, I was drawing a bunch here, but I just needed one more way to deal with that. Drawing the lock would have been great, but yeah, that was impressive.
All the Skyclaves looked really good there.
It looked great. Yeah. This deck looked sweet, and that game I was doing much more things, but I'm actually shocked I lost that game. Everything was looking so good.
You cast a 7 mana draw 5, and the game went on for 6 more turns.
I know. 7 mana draw 5. I thought that big shark was going to be the catch-all. I mean,
I drew the Embercleave that turn, and that was huge.
I thought I played pretty well to get myself to the point where Ashiok was for sure going to live, and then I could untap, exile everything, and then have Ashiok, and that's like a recipe for success.
You untap with the Planeswalker, cast a sweeper.
Yeah.
Then the next turn, cast a 7 mana draw 5.
Yeah.
Then kept going and cast 5 more spells and didn't win.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought the sequencing was good there, but it just didn't matter. The equipment was insane. The fact that you were just getting value from your attackers.
Nahiri was really, really good.
Yeah, no, those that Nahiri and the 3-drop I think is even better.
The equipment. Oh, the Akiri, the 3-drop.
Yeah. I think that card
protects your stuff.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and you have some really cool curves with the 2-drop equipment Relic Axe, where you go like 1-drop, Relic Axe, equip, attack again, then Akiri, attack, draw a card immediately.
Yeah.
And really put your opponent under a lot of pressure too.
Yeah, I am impressed. That was awesome. You deserve the marbles because that was a thorough beating. But wow, that's going to do it for the show. Any huge takeaways? I think we saw some nice decks now that we didn't get to play Thursday where the set was still not released due to the Mythic Invitational. And now, but everything before that, we didn't have all the tools. These are starting to look like really good decks now. I
think the biggest disappointment of the day is the Seagate Stormcaller.
Yep.
It looks good when you're casting it on turn 3 with basically anything.
Yeah.
Opt the Fatal Push card, anything you're casting it with. It looks good in those situations.
It was pretty good this last game with Into the Royal and stuff too. Like that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was also really sweet. But I'm just thinking it wasn't very good in the Dimir Sacrifice deck, but maybe that's just that deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can't get over the fact that you drew it with 8 mana in play, and it's this 2-drop value creature with kicker, but it's just a horrible top.
Yeah.
And that I think is a really big problem for the card.
I agree.
Something that you're going to have to work hard in deck building to try to mitigate, and I'm not sure how to do it. But that's a problem you have to work at. If you can solve that, the card's going to be good.
Yeah.
But because it has that kind of a problem, it means that it's only going to be good in very specific shells that can mitigate that issue.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems more like a blue-red prowess card to me. Like it seems sweet with, Shock, Opt, Sprite Dragon. That seems like something more I'd want to be doing. And even there, it's
really
it's
keep the gas flowing.
Yeah, and stuff that's proactive. I want it in a proactive deck, but
which was kind of the opposite of what I thought it was. Initially, I thought I want to play this in an interactive deck.
Yeah.
But in the interactive deck, when it's a bad top deck, that's a big problem.
And it's a creature in the interactive deck that normally your proactive or your reactive deck, dead removal. But now, I mean, it's just a 2/1, but it still makes those Fatal Push-like effects live, which
so that card advantage you're supposed to be generating with it isn't really card advantage because that's a card that would be dead in their hand anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And I think my big takeaway so far is me particularly, I'm unimpressed with myself that I couldn't figure out Brian Gottlieb's deck.
You did figure it out.
Well, until I got in it. But we
Yeah.
were looking through it before the thing, and we're like, yeah, this seems cool, but I don't know how this kills people. And
Yeah.
then Brian's like, all right, hold my beverage. I got you here.
But yeah, impressed by that engine from the Gruul deck.
Yeah.
We'll continue to be impressed by Omnath. We've been impressed by that card every time we played it.
Omnath's 3-0 on this show, just saying.
Pretty impressed by both of the white aggro decks, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought they have a nice smooth curves. Their cards are pretty powerful and they're resilient. Both decks were able to play through removal. You know, the Dimir deck, which was probably the worst performing deck of the day, the Sacrifice deck. I had 2 of the Fatal Push Bloodchief Thirst in game 1. And in the second game we played, I had 1 early. So I had my interaction, and you just played through it with ease with the Selesnya deck.
Yeah.
And then this Boros deck, like winning that second game against the Dimir control deck, you're not supposed to win that deck as an from the aggro side.
No, me on the play, I interacted. My hand was great from the beginning. You winning that game, I'm still actually shocked. That's one of those games where I look back and I'm like, I had to have made a mistake, but it was just your deck was so hard to deal with.
And in game 1, I made a mistake. I played hard into Extinction Event, gave you 2 Seasoned Howl Blades, which is like the best Extinction Event possible.
Exactly.
On turn 4 at least.
Yeah.
And you were able to win. I also stumbled in that second game too to start it. Like I missed my 3rd land drop in that game where we played 15 turns and you resolved to draw 5 and activated a Planeswalker 5 times.
Yeah. One thing that did impress me though is the 5-mana Wrath from this deck. Majors was only playing 1. I want more of that card. That card looked awesome.
Yeah, that's a card we actually talked about a bit last night on the podcast in Pioneer. So good against mono black. It exiles everything in the graveyard and from play.
Yeah,
it's a great tutor target for Bring to Light. That's a card to watch out for. I think it's an underrated card.
Yeah, I mean, it takes out Uro cleanly as well, too.
That was another big point.
Honestly, one last thing before we thank our subs and get out of here. That deck gives me hope for beating Uro, because that's the kind of aggro deck that is tough to deal with enough and flies over Uro and stuff. Normally, aggro decks, it's like, you're not going to beat Uro. Like, that's what Uro does.
You also get to board in 4 of these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that does exile it permanently.
Yeah. Exiles it permanently is a body that wears equipment.
Send me that list after this. I'm going to play that on the streamer showdown.
On StarCGGames.com right now. And if you want to read it, you've got to be a premium member. See the segue?
I like it. Yep. I like it.
And if you want to join. So head on over to that website and join today.
And honestly, there's no better time to join than right now. This is not even a shill. This is the time to join, because look at all these new deck lists we're gonna get. And all the cool stuff when a new set comes out is by far the best time to join. So if you want to join and you want to sit at your computer and play some of those sweet decks, you're gonna need a chair. And
are sponsored by Coalesce Apparel. If you enjoy the shirts that we wear, you can find all of them at coalesceapparel.shop, and be sure to
things to talk about today. We have Zendikar Rising. Pre-orders are now up. You can go to starcitygames.com/
we are running our challenges again for Season 2 on the SCG Tour Online. There's one last championship qualifier next weekend on Saturday for the Season 2 championship on Sunday. So if you want to get in, you've got about a week remaining. Corey and I are both qualified and we'll be in that Season 2 championship, so we'd love to have you there. The challenges are running Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern every 2 hours. So 10, 12, 2, 4, all the way to 10 p.m. Eastern. That's their start time. And the 2 p.m. Historic Challenge each of those days is happy hour, so it's half off entry. So if you like what you saw from the Mythic Invitational, you want to dive into Historic, that is a great way to do it.
Play the Dreadhorde Arcanist deck. It's so fun. Oh my god, I was having so much fun with that. I know you would love that deck as well.
I would love it even more if it got Smuggler's Copter from Kaladesh Remastered.
No kidding. But yeah, the last chance to play. This is the end of Season 2. I'm frankly going to really miss these events. They are so much fun. And I'm very excited to play those last more. So one last thing, Rob, let's thank some subs here and we're going to get out of here.
All right. Heptagon24 gave out another sub today.
Nice. Heptagon.
Orange Crush 4910 subscribed for 3 months. And thank you to someone whose name I have pronounced wrong, I'm sure, for 3 months in a row. Previous to this, they finally told me to pronounce their name. It's Crocodile, subscribed for 4 months.
Nice.
Draw Pass has subscribed for 6 months. And Ragnar Forge for 7 months. So thank you to all of our subs.
Heck yeah, 5 subs. That's a high five right there if I've ever seen one. So thank you so much for the people that gifted out some subs. Now, looking forward as far as Thursday, you best believe we're going to be playing some more Zendikar Rising Standard. This is shaping up to be a really fun Standard season, and it's so refreshing to not have Narset, not have Krasis, not have Nissa. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. So that's what to expect from us here coming Thursday. But that's it for today. So for Corey, Ross, and Rob, we will see you later. And next time, computers won't harm us in the start of our process. Maybe. Bye-bye.
You just jinxed us, Corey.
I know.
Can't believe you do that.